Welcome to Moonshadow Psychic Readings. This is the Gemini season reading. This is especially for those who were born under the sign of Gemini or have Gemini placements in their birth chart. However, there will be messages in here for anyone who's drawn to it. So it's really relating to the Gemini period, which is 21 May through to 20th of June. So particular resonance for those born under the sign, but there is something for everyone in here. So just a quick one-off card to get started is the Six of Cups. Interesting that Six of Cups was the card that came out for the birthday readings this week, 11th through 17th of June. So if you have your birthday within that period of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 or 17 of June, go check that reading out on my TikTok and Instagram. Now, if you're watching this on TikTok and Instagram, this will be your one card. If you're watching on YouTube, then stick around after for a full-length reading with many more cards. So there is something to reflect on, something in the past that you can't quite see. And that's exactly what was coming out for the those born between 11 and 17 of June. It's like fixated on an image there, but not seeing what's in the background, that cup of emotions. It's going to be like a gift for you. So that's just a little placeholder in the reading. So if you're sticking around for the full-length reading, stay here on YouTube or go and join on YouTube if you are watching elsewhere. Now, let's get a full spread up for you guys. All right. So again, this is a collective reading for the Gemini season. So this is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to do it like it's a personal reading almost for a single person, but it's not. It's for the collective. So there may be elements that don't quite fit you, but just take what resonates. So the predominant energy in this period for, how you're placed in this reading, let's say, is justice. Something about balance, the thought and the fear, the idea and the paranoia against it. You just might want to get yourself in check, balance things out of it. Okay, so that's the basis for you in this particular reading. Pay close attention to the cards and take note of anything that stands out for you, because that will be meant for you to notice in this reading. Okay, something pending for you is the Ten of Swords. Waiting to be unshackled from something, for your sort of paranoid period to come to an end. You need to get that stuff out of the way. I do beg your pardon. Something coming into my throat there. Maybe there's something you're not saying that might be relevant, given that the card is very blue. That relates to the throat chakra. So if there's something you're not speaking up about, I think you might need to do that pretty soon. Okay? Now, here is something you already know. Ooh, this one. More of this. Eight of Swords. You're kind of stuck where you are at the moment. Is it getting a bit dark suddenly? I'll find some light. Let me put it on here. Sorry, now you got a big spotlight on it. All right. Yeah, it's interesting that it's suddenly getting dark because we've got all this sort of darkness here. So you've got yourself caught in this stagnant energy of not being able to move. It's like you feel bound by something. Ooh. See here how sort of glowing near the throat. Like I said, throat chakra. Something you need to speak up. If you need to ask for help to get out of a situation, then damn it, ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. It's something you're not seeing. Going back to here, something you can't see, possibly something in the past that you've overlooked, but it could be the source of something, of what's going on with you at the moment. But this situation isn't as bad as you think. You could get out of this, walk between the swords very easily. You could use the swords to cut yourself free. There is nothing really holding you there but your own kind of fear and stagnation. All right? So your higher self, your all-knowing self, has a message for you here, and that is celebration. All those emotions coming together in a good way. Celebrate your emotions. Even the ones that you don't particularly like, they're there to help you. Feel them, acknowledge them, and you can move forward in your situation, whatever your situation is. Okay, the past up to now. No use crying over spilled milk. The 5 of Cups, 3 cups dropped. The shock of losing. Maybe you're sitting around in a state of loss. Look, cup in the past. I've lost cups. I have nothing now. Not true. There are 2 cups sitting there in the window with the light shining on them. And the light from this is shining on them too. Open your eyes and see what you actually have. Be grateful for what you have. Anything you lost, if it was a relationship, it could be like broken heart, hence lost emotions. If it was a job that sort of broke your heart by, you were fired or something, or you lost it and you felt like that was meant to be yours, that was your dream job, and you're holding this pain of how much you've lost, like your career isn't on the same path anymore. It probably wasn't meant to be yours at that time. That doesn't mean to say that career isn't right for you, but that particular position at that time wasn't. So let's go back to the basics. You might have to look back to the past for something, acknowledge your emotions so that you can work through whatever this stagnancy hurdle is and move forward. That's right up to now. Past up to this moment. This moment going forward for the next couple of months is the Magician. You have the power. Exactly what I was saying. You can make whatever you want happen. You've got the power in this. You always have. You always will. Have some faith in yourself. Be grateful for what you have. And what you have might be your skills, your knowledge, your capacity for generosity, your emotions, your empathy. It could be any number of things. Work, love, pleasure, whatever it is related to your situation. Be grateful for it and take hold of your power. Look at all that wisdom and learning here. Now's the time to apply it. The Queen of Cups. This is what the universe has prepared for you. Emotions being offered forward. Is that celebration energy. Acknowledge and accept your emotions. Learn from them. Take from them whatever you need to. You'll create a strong foundation here. See in the background. Accept the things being offered to you. If they fit you, if it seems right, go for it. Don't question it. But also offer your emotions forward. Be honest and have integrity. Okay, in your environment, the King of Wands. That's amazing. I had these cards out. I was just taking some photos. not for any message, but both of these cards were in there. And I shuffled them very separate from each other back into the deck, and then shuffled the deck, and now they're coming out together again. So something was meant to come out there. Okay. Yeah, this is following your passions, being in control of your passions, applying them where needed in whatever you're trying to do, in a career, in a project or goal you're aiming for, in a relationship. You're the master of your passions here. It's in your environment. You've got the wisdom to apply it with all the dragons. It seems like passion is all around you. You have the ability to utilize it. So go on. Okay. For and against this situation is death. The Scorpio card. The card of resurrection. Turning what seems like a bad opportunity into a positive. Taking what you can from it. See, it seems like you lost something here, but what you were left with was the key. That's the key to your rebirth. And that's what this is, rebirth. The ending of this past stagnancy, being born into something new. There's a new face you're going to wear. New life coming into a situation. It's up to you to apply it though, whatever your situation is. It's not going to happen for you without you moving towards it and making an effort. So, further into the future, say 4 months' time. Alright, here, the Seven of Swords. This could be something devious going on. Or, okay, see, going back to these kind of fears and things, the things that were keeping you stagnant. Seven of the Swords are here. It's like you're picking up the pieces. He's got 5. In the 5 of Swords, it's kind of like a victory card. You know, defeating your enemies. You have your sword and you have 4 fallen enemies and you're collecting up their swords. You're the victor. So you've still got those 5 swords. But you see 2 more. Now this feels kind of like here, looking back to this situation. You're gonna have, something will come up in that period, if you're trying to move forward, where you may get sort of sent back to thinking of whatever was keeping you stagnant back here in the present. It's going to be a test for you to see that you're ready to move forward. You've made peace with your emotions. Don't be distracted by these old ideas keeping you down. See, there's those 2 at the front. It's just like that. It's exactly where it's placed. You don't have to hold on to that anymore. So just be prepared that the universe may test you when it seems like you're getting into your right space, to make sure that you've learnt your lessons and you're going forward with strength, integrity, honor, and accepting of your own power. Now, unexpectedly, see, 5 of Pentacles, that help. If you need to ask for help, help is there. If you feel like you're going to slip back into that situation, there will be help for you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you can see yourself potentially getting caught in old ways, being drawn back into something, a job, a situation, a relationship, whatever, and you think that might be your only hope, there's always hope. You have the power. If you need help staying away from that past energy, then ask for it, because it is there for you. Okay. You don't know how much this next card is going to affect the situation. The Knight of Cups. That's kind of the romantic hero charging in. So you don't know how much that it could be a person, but then it could also relate to you, depending on your situation. But around you, like here, around you is someone or some people who deeply care for you and believe in you as you do for them. This is probably where your help comes from. You may also be someone who helps these other people. And because of that, they would gladly come to aid you when you're having doubts, when your legs are feeling a bit shaky and you don't know if you can go on or if you're going to be drawn back into something that wasn't good for you. So open up, accept the help, have trust in those who deserve it, who truly care for you and show it. And I know you can definitely have a look at situations and be discerning. If you have any doubts about someone's integrity, that could be relating to this card as well. Have trust in those who have earned it. And, you can give to those who earn it because they will give back to you. If there are people around you who just want to take and they can't be trusted with what you share with them, then kick them out of your life because they'll just drag you back into this. That'll set you back. And I know we don't necessarily want to think these bad things about people around us, but take each situation as it comes, okay? Don't be drawn into something that's not worthy of you. And the best course of action. It's like the marriage card, really. The Four of Wands. Happy times. Yeah. Build good, happy, trusting, pure, honest relationships and connections. Doesn't necessarily mean romantic, but it can. But bring close to you people who deserve your time and be the sort of person yourself that you would like to have close to you. You want people you can trust around you? Well, be a person who can be trusted. Like attracts like in these situations. Something wanted to jump out here. It's the Queen of Swords. And this is your outcome. Taking back your power, owning your power, your beauty even, wearing the crown. You've mastered these fears now. If you do these actions and take any of the relevant information, you become the empowered one. You've got your sword of power there, but you only use it if you need to. You wield those thoughts, your imagination, and those ideas that are negative. When they pop up, you can grab them and say, hang on, that's just a bit of paranoia. I'll cut you away. I don't need you. But thank you for drawing attention to a matter that has me a little nervous. Now I can put my attention to it to clear it out and own my power. Just dazzle the world with what I'm capable of. That's my beauty. Okay, now I'm going to do just maybe 3 cards here of the crows. Just little things that might come up for any of you. Take these as they resonate. Reject them where they don't. The first one, the 3 of Pentacles. Honing a craft. It's building. You've got the foundations of something that you're starting. And this is you coming into your power. let the world see what you're capable of, okay? Another message that could be relevant for some or even all of you. The Ace of Cups. New emotional journey. Yeah. Once you put your past to rest, you can start again. New emotional journey. New relationships. Look at the world anew. Make connections anew with a new perspective. And one final message. The Page of Wands. Learning to wield your passion. And that makes sense here. Once you're cleaning out the past, making peace with whatever you have to make peace with, you can start to relearn about the things that make you passionate. Something in your past there this will relate to, I think. Okay? Start to wield those passions and don't get drawn in by them. You know, the King of Wands masters their passion. They see where their passion can be utilized and applied and make them successful, wealthy, whatever, make them a great lover or partner, protector even. As long as you don't go into that devil energy of being subject to your passions. No, you want to learn how to follow your passion in a controlled way, okay? And now I will finish it off with, I'm going to use this one, the tourmaline. 3 questions, yes or no. Okay, so let me just get it ready. Please show me yes. Thank you. Something in my throat again. Get ready to think. I'm going to do 3 questions here with yes or no answers. So just make sure you have your 3 questions ready. Please show me no. Okay, so side to side is no. Around in circles is yes. Thank you. Please show me not to know. Back and forth is not to know. Some things can't be divined at this time because you are not actively moving towards them. Things haven't been lined up. It's really a matter of where you're sitting now and how you're moving towards what you want to move towards. So please take a moment to figure out your 3 questions. The answers will either be yes, no, or not to know at this time. Just pause the video if you need to think them up. Phrase them very carefully, because if you don't phrase them in a properly specific way, you won't get a proper answer. You can ask, will I win the lottery? And it might say yes. But if you don't win the lottery tonight, after seeing this, you'll think, oh, that was a lie, it was untrue. No, you didn't ask, will I win the lottery tonight? So if you're being very specific, it's like one day you will win a lottery. But I'm not going to say when, where, or how, but it is possible. So be very specific in the way you structure your question. And please don't ask if you're going to win the lottery. That's a silly question, but I just had to bring up something very simple that you could understand. Okay, so here comes the first question. Please connect with the energy of Gemini season and everyone watching. And when you're connected, stop swinging. Okay. Here comes the first question. Think of your question now. Please answer the first question coming in. That's a very definite no. The answer is no to your first question. Thank you. Now focus on your second question. Please provide an answer to the second question coming in. Second question. The answer is no again. Still quite a strong no. Not as emphatic as the first one, I think. Thank you very much. Okay, think of your last question. Now's the time, your third and final question. Focus on your question and the pendulum. Pendulum, please answer the watcher's third and final question. Interesting. It's another no, but it's almost uncertain. See how weakly it swings. You know what? I'm going to let you guys think about this for a second. If you need to rephrase that last question and ask it again, please do. Otherwise, you got one more question that I will answer now. Pendulum, please listen to the questions that will come up for this video. Whoever is watching, please answer their question. No. Okay, we got a yes this time. Yeah, not a strong yes, but yes. Whatever the question was, the answer is yes, it's possible. Not a strong yes. So whatever it is, there may be work you need to do to make that stronger and more definite, whatever that was. Now, you don't need to share anything in the comments, but if you do choose to, you may do so below. If you have any questions about anything that came up, please leave a comment. I could draw another card for you or something and put it in the reply. So I hope you found something to resonate with. Thank you for joining me in Moonshadow Psychic Readings. Apologies again that I haven't had a lot of videos going up for the past 2 months. Things got crazy busy. I'm trying to get back in order now. So here's the Gemini season. I've been wanting to try things a little differently as well going forward. So if you'd like to check out future readings, I might not do necessarily as I've been doing them with the, different star signs for the month. Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, each month. I'll do these ones that are relevant to the specific period we're in. And then I'll do something that's just more, I want to say random, that will draw people in specifically. So if something jumps out to you, maybe you're meant to see that reading. I might even try some pick a card readings. Look, I would love you guys who watch to put any suggestions down below what kind of readings you would like to see. Do you prefer having each zodiac sign up every month? Or do it by the elements, fire signs, water signs, earth signs, air signs? Or would you like something different, like a pick a card reading? I will take all your suggestions on board and we can try something new out. So I hope you join me on this new journey, and take care and enjoy the rest of your Gemini season.